Okay. Good morning everyone. Today we are discussing about an important topic of biology, that is a reproduction. So what is the meaning of reproduction? As we can go to the term of reproduction, so the re is again and production means to produce. So reproduction is a very vital process of a living organism. If any of the species of earth do not produce offspring, so they become extinct. So reproduction is a vital life process for maintaining the survival of living species on the earth. As we go through the definition of reproduction, so reproduction is the process of producing offspring. Offspring is new, young ones that are biologically and genetically similar to the parent. The baby of the dinosaur belongs to the dinosaur and the baby of human belongs to the human baby, because they have the same number of chromosomes and same biological or genetically similarities. So, as I tell all of you that reproduction is a very vital process. If the reproduction is not produced, so at sometimes the species disappear from the earth. So, different types of living perform different types of reproduction mode. So, on the basis of reproduction type, reproduction are divided into two groups: asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Most probably, sexual reproduction. So, in case of sexual reproduction, two individuals are required for the production of young ones. As we go through the definition of sexual reproduction, so sexual reproduction is a process involving the production of an offspring by the fusion of male and female gamete. It means कि अगर आप sexual reproduction perform कर रहे हैं, so there is a most probably requirement of the male and the female individual. If any of the individual is not present, so the sexual reproduction cannot become. That is a very necessary process. So in case of sexual reproduction, the female have the ovaries and it produces gamete ovum, and these gametes are produced in the form of haploid. Haploid means, as we know that human have a 46 chromosome and the chromosomes are present in a paired form. So it have 23rd pair. So if a single set of chromosome present, so it is known as haploid. So both of the gametes which is produced by the male or female are haploid in nature because it have a single set of chromosomes, n number of chromosomes. It have n number of chromosomes. And as to the female, male also produce sperm. Male have a testis as a sex organ, and it produces sperm, and sperm is also a haploid in nature. And after producing the gametes over the sperm, they perform fusion. And here we learn about that sexual reproduction is a process by the production of an offspring by the fusion means the mixing of two gametes. So here the ovum and sperm get fused together and form a zygote. So the zygote is 2n number of chromosomes and it is diploid in the it have, if we are talking about human, so the human zygotic cell have 46 number of chromosomes because half of the chromosomes coming from the ovum 23 and half of the chromosome coming from the male cell 23, and the zygote become diploid in nature which have 46 chromosomes in babies. Okay? In case of sexual reproduction, we obtain hybrids. What is the meaning of hybrids? Actually, hybrids are the individuals which have a characters of male and as well as female. And after the zygotic development, now it's moved to the development of embryo. So, as we know that zygote divides and convert into the embryo. So there are in the previous classes we studied that the cell division are of two types. So in case of sexual reproduction, meiosis takes place most probably after the zygotic development and embryonic development. Then we can go through the mitosis. But in case of producing of gametic cell, mostly the meiosis division occurs. So two individuals from opposite sexes are necessary. It is a very important point for the sexual reproduction. If one of the single individual is present, so the sexual reproduction cannot be proceeded. And another type of reproduction is known as asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is a type of reproduction in which only a single organism can give birth to the young ones. Here is no requirement of two individuals like a sexual reproduction. In case of sexual reproduction, we require male or female, but in case of asexual reproduction, we do not require male or female or opposite type of sexes. They do not produce. In case of asexual reproduction, individuals cannot produce gametes. Individuals cannot produce gametes. यहाँ पर gametes नहीं produce होते, and they are formed clones. By the asexual reproduction, they produce clones. And clones, what are clones? Clones are the exact copies. Clones are exact copies of a parent. So this is a basic difference between sexual and asexual reproduction. Now we will discuss later